Welcome everybody to another episode of She Shift. Before I get into tonight, I want you to know I always start out with 3 assignments. First one is go get your evening beverage, go get your pen and paper, grab your girlfriend and girlfriends because we're going to have another amazing guest come on and she's going to be dropping nuggets. I can't wait for you guys to hear what she does. I'm super excited. But before I bring her on, I want to not let you know tonight's show is we have another amazing partner. Tonight's partner is SBC Enterprises. You can check them out on Facebook, and the CEO is Deshaun Johnson. So go out there and check out SBC Global and SBC, excuse me, SBS Enterprises on Facebook, and the CEO is Deshaun Johnson. So before I go any further, before I bring on our guest, I want to ask you a question. Have you ever looked at your what's next? Do you even know what your what's next is? You know why I asked that question? I'm going to be honest. Probably 6 years ago, if you would have asked me that question, this is what you would have got from me. Because I didn't know. I didn't even think about it. And to make matters worse, I even started asking other women around me, what is their what's next? No one could answer that question. They all said to me, I don't know, never thought about it. And so I had my breakdown moment. And my breakdown moment was I was sitting at the desk crying because here I am at this stage of my life. I did not know my what's next was until after I had my moment, I started digging myself out. I started thinking about what do I see for myself in a couple years? Better yet, what did I see for myself in a month? And so, with that being said, She Shift has been birthed. And so, I want you to know that if you are one of those women that are sitting somewhere, especially us midlife women, you're sitting somewhere like, I don't even know what my what's next is. Can't even imagine what it'll look like. Can't even imagine what it is. I want you to go grab your pen and paper because tonight's guest, she's getting ready to help you figure out what your what's next is. And if not, if nothing else, she'll give you some inspiration and some food for thought on your what's next. So without further ado, let me bring Miss Lillie Mae Jones Perry to the stage. Hey, lady.
Hello, 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 hello.
How are you today?
I'm doing very well. It's been a long day, but a good day.
I know. Well, we're going to have fun. We're going to have some girlfriend time here and things like that. But before we even jump into that, can you tell everybody a little bit about yourself?
Okay, well, I am Lillie Mae, and my name is my title. I always tell people in a world where we everybody has a title or something, my name is definitely my title. It describes me, right? I am a product of my parents, Betty Lou and Bo Jones, who are deceased. And I was named after my paternal grandmother. And from what I learned about her, she was a very wise woman, a very bold woman, and a very powerful woman. And she didn't play no games. So I don't think Lillie Mae, I don't think they could have given me any other name, right?
Right, exactly.
But so Lillie Mae is the title above all titles.
I know,
However,
right.
for all intents and purposes, tonight I am with you as the writer, executive producer, co-director, and co-lead in Full Figured Flings, which is definitely a cultural narrative that is making
Absolutely.
noise. It's making some noise and it's causing people to really admit that we
Absolutely.
are discriminatory within our own community.
Oh, absolutely. And if you say you don't, but let me say this, though we've seen them, let me say this, though I've seen the movie, I'm going to speak for myself, though I've seen the movie and I started talking to some of, as I was telling you in the back in the green room, and the ladies were like, no, that don't happen. I said, promise you. It happens more than you realize. It happens more so to us than you. And I just went on. And once I started talking, but here's the thing, what I liked about the film, it is a conversations piece because it started making conversation. Because not that I talked to two people, then there was four women, then there was six women, but we started talking about it. And so it was a great conversation to lead in to, and there was all race. And let me set this
Wow.
here, let me set the stage. The best part was, this is how it was purposeful for me to be there. At the where we were at, they were having another event behind. Do you hear me? Behind the
Uh-huh.
football, behind, and so they started seeing us talking, and the lady's like, well, "What's going on?" So I showed them a little bit because also there was young girls there, so I didn't know. I had to be very cautious of what pieces and what we were talking about. So I had to be very cautious of that, and so it helped. Though, as I said, to me, it worked on for a conversational piece. It was, as my granddaughter said, chef kiss, because it allowed us to open up a conversation, as well as it allowed me to tell ladies, we all can voice our opinion, but we're not going to bring anybody down. We're not going to make someone little than anybody. But it's time for us to understand and recognize that, as I've always said, if we can all lock arms together and move forward together, we will be a powerful, and I say powerful, entity. So kudos
Yes.
to you. Kudos to you. So let's get into it. So first and foremost, y'all, if you want to know where you can watch the movie, I sent it on Tubi. Is that how
Uh-huh.
it's okay? Is
Yeah,
there
it's
any?
everywhere.
Okay. I just seen it on Tubi because I got to watch it twice. I watched it once while I was working, and then I brought as I said before, shared it with my mom and my daughter. So again, it was a great conversational piece. My daughter, I think she was in more awe. I think that's really what. Yes, I think it was more awe, like,
Oh.
yeah, that's exactly what she said. Not like, oh, like what? Nothing like that. I think she was just so in awe and intrigued on, how did this happen? When did this happen? Who did it happen
Mhm.
to? So you said, so I said that's what I mean by the awe piece. It wasn't anything bad, but again, let's get into it. So first of all, you guys got to go out here, check her movie out. She has it on, it's full figured Fling. You can see it. I seen it on Tubi. I don't know where else can they see it.
Prime Video, Apple TV, YouTube movies. I think that's it. Yeah,
Okay,
Prime, Apple TV, Tubi, YouTube movies, and Google Play. Google Play.
okay, okay. So let me
Mhm.
get into it. So what is it about, and what inspired you for this whole project? That was my number one. Actually, that was for my mom. She wanted to ask you.
Wow. Okay, so shout out to Mama. So this is your answer, Mama. So basically, the young lady that led the film, Monica, that played Lauren,
Mm-hmm.
she came to me one day and she was like, Miss Lillie, I know I'm talented. I'm training, and she really takes a lot of classes. And so
Okay.
she was like, but I'm not getting casted. She said, and I know it is because of what I look like. And she basically just said that. So I was like, all right, let me set up a social experiment. So I knew I was working with somebody that ironically was another plus size woman. And I
Wow.
knew she was casting for a couple of roles that I knew Monica would be a fit for. So I was like, all right, apply for these roles. I'm on the casting team, So we're gonna see what happens. I also told my other sis to apply, and she's watching now. She's fair skinned like me, plus
Uh-huh.
size, but a different body shape. She
Okay.
applied.
Okay.
The funny thing is, they looked at her audition, but they saw Monica's headshot and everything, went right by it. So I asked, "Hey, can we let's look at hers. I want to see what she did." She
Okay.
blew that joint out of the water. Blew it out of the water. But guess what?
Because
She
of her.
wasn't the right fit. Now, I will say this. I understand that directors have what they want and how they envision a certain type of way. But my question at that point is, at what point will we embrace talent and forego
That's
what is
right.
aesthetically pleasing to whoever decided that this was aesthetically pleasing. So that night I laid down. I was mad, tossing and turning. And I
Wow.
just rolled over and told my husband, I said, full figured flings. I'm gonna write it. Monica gonna lead it. And we're gonna address colorism, sizeism, and shapeism and film and entertainment. Because the crazy thing is, I've experienced it too.
Yeah.
I'm not curvy enough. I'm plus, but I'm not plus enough.
Mm-hmm.
My shape is the inverted triangle. I'm broad shouldered and smaller at the bottom. So that's not sexy. That's not curvy. So you don't fit this role. You know, I'm the mama, the auntie, the best friend, all of those things, but I can't be the love interest. I can't be desired because I'm not cosmetically manufactured.
That's true, but that is true. That is funny enough. I always tell. I talk to a lot of and let me say this. This must be also another divine reason for us together because I'm also starting to feature more plus size women in the. I also have a magazine, and so I in that magazine I want to start featuring more women in the plus size community. There are some beautiful, beautiful, gorgeous
Absolutely.
women that are plus size that just because of the way they don't look like society norm that
Yeah.
they don't get that much. And ironically enough, I texted another lady and I told her, as I'm telling you, I said, we need to kick down the doors and we need to show everybody that we, if nothing else, no offense to the skinny ones, but we're also better than them because we hide behind the shield and no one doesn't know what's behind the shield. And then once they find out what's behind the shield, look, I can keep going on the soapbox, that then the shield, everyone's sitting in awe like, I didn't know. Well, the reason why you didn't know is because of what you see on the outside but not knowing what's on the inside. So
Absolutely.
I commend you on it. When you had created this, what
Mhm.
kind of backlash did you get?
You know what? I didn't really get any. And you
Wow.
know why? Because I'm doing it. See, this is the thing about our community. And I can't talk about nobody else's community but this community of color.
Right.
We fine with it as long as we don't have to do it.
True.
So I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to touch it because it's not popular,
Hmm.
because it doesn't have a million views. But you can do it, but I'm not going to do it. So I wouldn't say I got backlash. If anything, it wasn't supported
Hmm.
until they saw that it really was happening. And when they saw this was really happening, now, oh, I want to support. How can I help? And I'm just like, I'm this type of person.
Right.
And I'm working on it. God's still working on me. I'm a babe in Christ. That's
Wow.
why
Me too.
that's why he gave me a nice God-fearing husband, because he's still working on me.
Right.
Because I'm this type of person. Once you tell me no, it's over.
Yep.
I don't want you to support now. Go on about your business and watch from the sidelines. Matter of fact, watch from the nosebleed section. Because what I know is you're gonna need to be close to the Lord when this heart attack come through.
Right.
Because that's what we coming through with.
Wow.
We coming with thunder and lightning.
And
Because we have to show people that it is time for women, and not just plus size women.
mhm,
It is time for women of color to start their own women's suffrage movement. And my husband was just saying this. He's working on another project that we're working on, a political project, right? And
uh-huh.
what people fail to realize is that the women's suffrage movement did not include Black women. So
Right.
in 2026, this is the women's suffrage movement that's including Black women, big women, all women.
But we need to do,
And
I
that's
agree
what
with
it's
you.
about.
And you're absolutely right. But here's also too, as I love the movement and I totally with you, but how do we remove everyone's talking about this person, that person, and so worried about it that this is also the problem too. We're so worried about you, and by the time we done figured out, oh, wait a minute, she's been sitting right here in front of me.
Yep.
Now what? And so
Yeah.
I think we also need to break down that barrier too. We need to stop worried about what she's doing, and let's worry about what we're going to do. Again, I do believe that if we can all stand together, we can make the impact as we need to. Now, one thing I do like to talk about is, especially, I'm going to go ahead and hone in on the women, the more seasoned women, the midlife
Yes.
women who always
Yeah.
feel like that they've already had their time. I need for you to come to the front of the room and understand I'm here. I'm here, but I can't do this by myself. So we need to let the
Absolutely.
age go. We need to let go because I've already heard you've had your chance. I've heard you're too old. I've
Nope.
heard, well, now, so let me remove all the stigma. We need to remove it today. We need to
Come to
remove
us.
it today. And I need you to come and listen. I know it's hard. Okay. Especially, did you not just hear me at the beginning? I was 6 years ago sitting somewhere looking around like, what is my what's next? I cried because one, I didn't know. Two, I even asked some of my friends and some counterpartners, what is y'all what's next? And no one knew. No one. So, for that being said, that was a scary feeling. But understand, now we have a community. I have thousands of women, such as Lillie, that
Yes.
is walking behind me that
Yes.
we can do it. If you are
Yes.
out there trying want to do a movie, if you're out there want to do a book, if you're out there, know that the obstacles that you face can be overcome. You don't have to do it by yourself.
We want you. But see,
Absolutely.
that's the thing about back to the basics. I tell people this all the time. We are truly an equal opportunity creative space.
Yes.
We want the aged, the blind, and the disabled. And that's the best way I can say it because I need people to understand that we embrace everybody because we're about developing talent. Like, I don't need the cream of the crop because what I do know is that the God that we serve in our community, as soon as He touch it, it's gonna be great.
Absolutely.
So we don't need somebody with a million followers. Somebody said to me the other day, "Why wasn't I in your movie? You need a good, strong lead." I was
Mhm.
like, "We had two strong leads.
Right. What made
Give
you
me something else."
right?
Give me something else.
What made them less than you? And that's the
Absolutely.
and that's the thing that we need to also kick down is bringing each other down. We need to go and embrace each other. No matter the size thing, I have started seeing I'm one, I love the plus size community. I'm glad they're starting to come out. I'm glad they're starting to come with voice. I'm glad they're starting to put their feet in the ground and say, we are here and we're going to be treated just like them or even not better. So I'm
Yes.
glad, kudos to you also for bringing that community, bringing that to light. Now, you talked about colorism. What kind of colorism did you face?
Oh, gracious. So the funny thing is, I didn't face the colorism. I witnessed it, but I witnessed it all my life. So I was born to older parents.
Okay.
So my grandmother was born in 1918. So you know where this story is going.
Yep, I
My
did.
grandmother was color struck. My brother is dark skinned. My dad was dark skinned. My mother is the twin. So my mother's twin sister is a little bit lighter than me. My mother was darker than me, but they're fraternal twins. So needless to say, I never really understood growing up. Like, my mom would be called, her mama Helen.
Uh-huh.
So one day I was like, okay, Betty Lou, child, my mama knocked fire from me. And
I,
she was like, don't you ever try it again. You are too young to understand. So as I grew, I watched and I listened. And one day my grandma said to me, I think it was during softball season. And I would, outside in the sun. So I got a little bit darker.
uh-huh.
And she said, well, I hope you don't get no darker.
Yeah.
Your brother used to be your mama's complexion. Now he dark like your dad and them. And
Wow.
I started thinking, and then my aunt, my grandmother's sister-in-law, her daughter was dark skinned, but all her sons were light skinned, and she used to call her little black daughter. And like, so you got to think, I grew up around these old people that legitimately
Mm,
came right out of slavery. So I know where it came from. But
gotcha.
the fact that even when I went to college, I had a girlfriend in college Both of us were like 400 pounds. But the mere fact that she and I got reception, our reception was so different when
Yes.
we went to talent shows and stuff like that, even down to guys. You
Wow.
see what I'm saying?
Dude,
So, full figure flings legitimately is really what I lived through.
gotcha.
I literally wrote that from my background. I just put Lauren in the place of my homegirl from college.
I
I will
understand.
never forget it to this day. And the interesting thing is, I see how it affected her because I noticed things on social media, and I see that she's been on, like, both of us went on a weight loss journey, and I
Yes.
noticed that on her weight loss journey, like, she is now unrecognizable because I do believe those things impacted her,
Oh, sure.
being dark skinned and being a big woman, and like that rejection and not being received and things of that nature. So this stuff is real, and I
Yes.
need you guys listening to understand. And I'm gonna tell you, the whole half of the cast is checked in, our production team is checked in. So shout out to y'all. But I need people to really understand. Y'all have got to stop this. I just did a reel today that talked about the fact that the word speaks against us showing favoritism based on wealth status and appearance. It is not right. Y'all need to stop it. And if you stop it, just then maybe the world will catch on.
I
But
agree.
you're continuing to perpetuate European standards.
Yep.
How is it that we're always talking about being discriminated against in the black community, but we're the main ones discriminating
Do it.
against each other?
Come on now. And that's
So
true. And we
I'm
need
just
to stop it. No, you're right. You're absolutely right. Well, let me look because I we'll be on here to I because I did you not hear me? I had everybody around me talking about the movie. Well, what did you want people to get out of the movie?
well, the first thing is with this particular installment, because there's a sequel that's coming. It's
Of course
already
it's
done. It's in
already
post
look,
production. Well, it's in post production. It's time for plus size women to own the spotlight. Okay. I want people to understand that we are not the understatement. We gonna show our fupas. We gonna show our back rows. We gonna show our cellulite. I want the people to know that curves are visible on everybody. I need people to know that true full figure women are brilliant, desirable,
Mhm.
talented, and crafted by God, just like everybody else. And that alone is reason enough for our stories to be told with truth, with depth, and with dignity. And because of that, Hollywood, y'all need to catch on.
Oh my goodness. And that is so true because I just talked to look, someone just said all the butter rolls out. I know that's
Oh,
right.
that's Drea Nicole. Her song is the song that's playing during the fashion show. She's a singer
Oh,
songwriter.
oh
She's
my
a singer
goodness.
songwriter.
That was good. Oh my goodness. Look, I wish everybody could come on and join us, but you know what? I that all of you, I'm going to say, you guys, kudos and you guys rocked it. But you do need to come out here and you're absolutely right. We need to say something because I was just on, I follow a lady, her business is called the Curvy Fashionista. And
Okay, okay.
he was out the Tori, I'm not giving no accolades, but they were doing they were out here saluting some of the women. They were doing a casting call. And
Okay.
Tora is a plus size, if you don't know, is a plus size is a clothing company for plus size women. Well, they're
Okay.
always out looking for casting for other women, such as ourselves. They go out and they look for the model, for the face behind them. So today they asked each lady, what did they think of their body type? And yeah, and she put it in the most powerful part was they were one in New York. They were in the middle of Central City, New York. And then they all stood and they each individually talked about their bodies. One said that she felt she was beautiful. Another one, it was just powerful for the plus size women. So I am so glad that we are starting to talk about the plus size community, and that we too need, we are not nobody to be pushing in the corner. Now, if you
Right.
had to write a, like if we had a lot of Lilies, y'all would be trying to take us to court, go to jail, because the boisterous ones are the ones that they try to push away. And it
Oh, they
happened.
tried. Oh, trust
Yeah.
me, they tried. They
Yeah.
tried. But
So,
but the
so
thing about it is you can't, it's nothing. Number one, I was born like this. So if you couldn't shut me up as a toddler, what makes you think you're gonna shut me up as a 40-year-old
right.
old woman? You're
I know
not
that's
going
right.
to.
Absolutely. Well, as we go through the show, and we talk about the plus size, there are some women that are lacking thereof of confidence. What would you tell that woman?
I would tell them, get in the mirror, strip down to nothing, and tell yourself, I love me,
Ooh,
all of me. I love me, all of me. And I'm going to tell you, nakedness, and I say this all the time, nakedness for me is power and liberation. So when I look in the mirror, everything that the people want, that's
mhm.
what I see.
Wow, that's powerful.
That's
I like
all
that.
to it.
That is, I like that you, like you said, stand in front of the mirror. We need that. We need to, and we need
Absolutely.
to embrace it. I really do believe that. I got another question. How do you define beauty and confidence in today's society?
Ooh, okay. So that's hard because for me, beauty legitimately is intrinsic. It's
Mm,
not external. Cause I know some pretty ugly people. Period.
I understand.
Pretty ugly people.
I understand.
Um, but I think confidence is the ability to stand in the face of adversity and not fold.
Mm, true.
That's how I view confidence. Confidence is the ability for everybody to go against you at every side and you are still able to stand up and hold your own. That to me is confidence. And that's really what fuels this project. The fact that everybody said this is not necessary.
Ooh,
You don't need to do this. Why are you doing that? Nobody wants to see that.
wow.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Wow. I can see,
Mhm,
I don't even know why I'm saying wow. I
mhm,
don't. Because again, I've attended the plus size fashion show, and let me tell you this, the audience was not many,
mhm.
but I can understand that.
Yep.
I so agree. I agree with you. Okay, you've built a career around telling stories. How did you discover that storytelling was your purpose?
I don't think storytelling is my purpose. Social justice is. It
Okay.
just so happens that
Okay.
my activism is now through film. It started out writing letters to the editor of the newspaper in elementary school, and my parents didn't know until somebody at church told them that they think I wrote a letter to the newspaper and it's causing an uproar in the city. So yeah. And then it shifted into local news, right? I was doing little segments here and there on the local news. And it just then I went into podcasting, and what happened, I realized I've been doing this all my life. But
Mhm.
now everybody's on social media, everybody's watching, the Tubi platform. So okay, I need to shift into filmmaking. And it really was all about social justice. I was helping other people with their projects, but I hate to say it like this, the projects I was helping people with weren't meaningful. Like they were just something to do to entertain. I'm not an entertainer.
Gotcha.
I'm
I
about long lasting impact. So I need to educate you. I don't need you to be entertained. We have been the entertainment when we were tap dancing on the auction block. I
right,
don't need to be an entertainer anymore.
right. You're absolutely right. So if we have a woman out here that's listening to us right now, she's like, okay, I got it. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it. But is holding her back. What would you tell her?
DM back to the basics, PMG, DM Lily Mae _ the collective, DM full figured flings, and I promise you, you'll get the pep talk of your life.
Oh,
And if
that's
this is
good.
something that you want to try, we're here for you. Because at the end of the day, we're curating a safe space for people to come, test it out, and be developed, not for people to be exploited, misused, and mistreated.
Love it. So, what does living authentically look like to you?
Being free, being unapologetically you, living within boundaries. I will say living within boundaries, okay? Because there is a, contrary to popular opinion,
Sure.
I am a believer that there is the right way and the wrong way.
Okay.
Now we have this gray area, this I do what I, no, 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 no. There is a right and a wrong.
Okay. I do believe
But
that.
but absolutely. But yeah,
Oh, okay.
like legitimately be free. I am free.
Oh, that's powerful. Well, here at Vision Made Magazine, as I said, I have a magazine that's quarterly. We believe in helping women rediscover, reignite, and rise into their what's next. Which of these words best describe your current season of your life and why?
Oh my gosh. Rediscover, reignite, and what was the third one?
Rise, rise.
Ooh, reignite. I would say reignite because I always knew who I was, so I'm not gonna say I was rediscovered, and I'm rising actively. So reignite because I had to get back into the space where I was ready to be 10 toes down, where I was ready to quarterback this thing, right? You know
Yes,
what I'm saying?
I do.
And yeah, reignite because I had to make sure that my D line was strong. So now we ready.
You
We
ready?
ready.
Okay.
Yeah, we ready. I'm trying to tell you, my husband let me quarterback, but I tell you one thing, he my wide receiver. I'm telling you, he catch it every time.
I know
Yep,
that's right.
absolutely,
I love
absolutely.
it. I love it. I can't believe it. Our time is almost up, and I want to be respectful. It's going by so fast, and I could talk all day. But before I do that, what is your what's next?
Oh my gosh. Creation, being fruitful and multiplying. That's what's next.
Okay,
That's what's next.
I love
So,
it.
we're definitely stepping into some new things and preparing for the next generation and preparing the next generation for the level of activism that we're embracing right now.
And I'm glad you're doing it. And I'll
Yes,
be there with you as much as I can if you want me.
absolutely.
I don't know about the acting, but we can talk about the rest. We'll
You
talk.
could try it. You could try it. You could try it. Yes.
We'll try. We'll talk about it.
Wow. I'm very appreciative though. I'm very appreciative and shout out to Brooke because Brooke, she
Oh,
did this. She
oh,
looked this up.
that is my ace. I love me some Brooke. She
She's
does
amazing.
things for us. She is. So really quick, if you don't know, part of She Shift, I also do a letter, and I'm personally on the screen, and it's called Dear What's Next. And
Oh.
it's a letter that I read to women out there in case they need a little bit more support than what we're giving them too. So if there was a Dear What's Next letter, what would you title it?
You are the co-author
Mm,
and finisher of your story.
I love it. I love it. Well, at this point in time, before I go, one more time, where can people find your movie? And then where can they follow you as well?
Guys, Full Figure Flings. Let me show you. Full Figure Flings is streaming on all platforms. So Tubi, YouTube, Amazon, Apple TV, Google Play. You can always find us at www.b the number 2, the letter B, pmg.com. You can see all of the projects that we have. We're working on, meet the team, and all of those things. And then Back to the Basics PMG on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, everywhere. Full Figure Flings everywhere. We have a page for everything. So Full Figure Flings, B2B PMG, or Lillie Mailer Collective
Okay,
everywhere.
I like it. So at this point of this, Okay, I had to do something fun. It's called rapid fire. I'm going to give you something, and it's just whatever comes off the top of your head, you say
Okay.
it, okay? Okay. So, coffee or tea?
Tea.
What kind of tea?
Sweet tea. Instant tea. I don't want no tea bags.
Are you a morning or a night owl?
I'm an all day person, but more night.
Really? Girl,
Uh-huh.
after 10 o'clock, I'm in the corner with the blanket shut
My
down.
brain is always going. So yeah, my brain go all day and all night.
Oh, book or movie?
Movie. I read enough when I was a child.
Okay, I understand. Do you have a favorite movie?
I do. Just right.
Ooh, they were just on talking about that again. I know, I love some Just Right.
Uh-huh.
Are you an introvert or an extrovert?
I'm extremely extroverted, but I'm introverted when I really don't want to be bothered with you.
Oh, I understand. Understand. What's one word that describes the season of your life you're in right now?
Magnificent.
Powerful. What's a habit you can't live without?
Ooh. Laffy Taffy.
Oh, I love some banana.
Did you say banana?
Yes.
Oh, my best friend like banana. No. I
Oh,
got a whole box over there, cherry, grape, and watermelon, and I got the long ones, and I got a
yeah.
box. I have them on subscribe and save from Amazon. That's how bad
Well,
it is.
funny enough, we can go across the street at a store, so I can literally walk. Yeah, me and my grandbabies, we could walk over there, and they have the long ones and all those flavors and apple, green apple, and all. And yeah, that's our that's our addiction. What's one book every woman should read?
Ooh, you know what? Purpose driven life.
Ooh, I just read that.
Hmm.
I read
Yep.
that a couple months
Purpose
ago.
driven life. Yep.
Who inspires you?
My mom and dad.
Oh, what's one piece of advice you've never forgotten?
Oh Lord, this is so crazy. The wages of sin is death, but the gift of God is eternal life through Christ Jesus. I kid you not.
What?
I like, and I know I don't cross every T and dot every I, but my daddy embedded that in our brain. And for a long time, I was scared. I was like, so if I don't do what you tell me to do, I'm gonna die. You know, as a little kid, like, what that mean?
Yes,
But
yes.
yeah, yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
If you could have dinner with anyone, living or gone, who would it be?
Only one person.
Only one. Okay, you can bring two.
Okay, two.
Okay.
Shirley Chisholm
Ooh,
and Booker T. Washington.
ooh. Oh, could you imagine that conversation?
Yeah,
I
I
would say,
can. I
I would say,
can.
all the
I
way
can.
down.
Uh-huh.
What's one dream you're still chasing?
Oh, being the first black female president of the United States.
So, ooh, so true. Finish this sentence. She shift means,
She shift means get up, make it happen by any means necessary.
I love it. Last one. My next chapter is,
Mommyhood.
oh, that's beautiful. That is beautiful. So I got one more. Okay, we already did that. I think that was it. So it as we get ready to close down, what would you like to leave our listeners with?
Just do it. Nike said it best, so I don't even need to reiterate it. Just do it, guys. Like, life is so short.
Mm,
And you're here today. It used to be you're here today and you're gone tomorrow, but now you're here today and you're gone in the next few minutes.
so true.
So just do it. Get up and make it happen. And if you don't know how to do it, vet, vet your sources, but ask for help. There's somebody out there that wants to see you win as much as you want to win. You just got to
Absolutely.
find them.
Absolutely. Well, I want to first of all, I first want to say thank you for joining me. This was
Thank
so
you for
much
having
fun. Look, I could talk to you for hours, and then Brooke would be like, Pam. I'm like, sorry, okay, you're right.
me. Well, I love her. Brooke, thank you.
Brooke, yay! And your team. Kudos to y'all. Y'all,
Oh, yep. They checked in. They all in the comments. I see them. They going in.
as my granddaughter says, chef
Oh,
kiss, y'all. Chef kiss. The
yeah.
movie was awesome. You guys are amazing. I definitely
You.
will be connecting to you all. This was fun. Thank you, Miss Lily.
Certainly.
I will put you in the green room and I will be right back.
All right. Good night, guys.
Oh my goodness, you guys. If you just now tuning in to She Shift, you guys can catch the replay in YouTube, or better yet, you can also hear the audio on any of the podcast platforms. But I want y'all to know this. No, we talked about all the obstacles that she had faced with the movie. She faced colorism, sizeism. She faced it all, but through it all, she still persevered and pushed through and did this amazing movie, which is Full Figure Fling. You guys got to check it out on Tubi and Amazon Prime. Look, I'll put the other ones out there, but you definitely have to check it out. And let me tell you this, know that your what's next is right there at you, and don't let anything stop you. So many times we hear the negativity, we hear that our age, we hear that our size, we hear so many negativity words that we stop ourselves. Let it go. Face it and move forward. If you don't believe me, come back and keep hearing this story because Lily's story is so powerful. Well, you guys, again, I hope you got your nuggets. I have mine. I already wrote mine on several different pieces of paper. So I hope this has inspired you, empower you to rediscover your what's next. And if you need some help, or if you even want to chat about what your what's next could look like, you can actually drop me a line at 614-674-0074 and just put in their chat and I'll be definitely with you. And if you want, oh yeah, and if you would like a copy of Vision Made magazine, the digital one that just dropped this summer, got some amazing stories in there, from empowering her health, empower your vision, empower your finance, all the way down to we have a fun little quiz in there so you can what it takes for you to rise to your what's next. So if you're interested in gaining a digital copy of Vision Made magazine, you can text me at 614-674-0074 and you can put in their magazine and someone will drop a link. Well, you guys, until next week with another amazing co-host. My name is Pam Stone. Take care of yourself. And again, remember, your what's next is literally right around the corner. Bye, everybody.